So, who can tell me what we are going to learn today? Anybody? You can put it up in the chat box, okay? You can put it up in the chat box. What is the topic that we are going to look into today? This particular topic we have done, yes, exactly, double exposure. We have done this particular kind of art once. Do you guys remember? We have done it once. No? No one remembers? Okay, okay. I'll tell you what, yes, exactly. Butterfly and the owl, exactly. Good, Jigisha. Yeah. So I'll tell you what double exposure basically is. Double exposure means you are able to see two pictures in one single picture. Okay. Once we drew a picture of a butterfly, and inside the butterfly, you could see an owl also. Okay, so same like that. Today we are going to draw a picture where you can see two pictures inside that single drawing. Okay, we are just going to create one single drawing. Okay, but inside that drawing, there'll be another drawing as well. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, so let's straight away get into the artwork. I hope all of you can see my screen as well. Let me just spotlight my screen. Okay, I can see somebody else on the screen. Let me just spotlight. Yep. Can you all see my screen? Can you see my hands? Can you see my pencils? Everything perfect? Okay, cool. So first, let's start with few exercises, okay, that we do regularly, and then we can go straight away into the artwork for the day. Okay, I want all of you to take a fresh sheet of paper and a pencil. Okay, let's start practicing by making some lines. Okay, some straight lines. Okay. What do we call these lines? Who can tell me what do we call these lines? Sleeping lines, exactly. Okay. What is the actual term for sleeping lines? What is the actual term for sleeping lines? Horizontal lines. Perfect. Good. Okay. I hope all of you are doing these horizontal lines and the vertical lines and these exercises on a daily basis. Okay. So by now you will be able to do or make lines very perfectly. Okay. If you're done with the horizontal lines, let's make some vertical lines. Yeah. It's called vertical lines or standing lines. Okay. After that, let's make some circles also. Okay. Just keep rotating your hands like this. Okay. Keep on rotating. You can make smaller circles also inside. Okay. So this is just a practice session. Okay, this is not the actual drawing. Okay, this is just a practice. Okay, so once you're done with this, just give me a thumbs up. So I'll know you guys have completed the exercise. Okay, otherwise I'll wait for you. Okay, it will be nice if I can see all of you on camera. Okay, it will be nice to see all of you. Yes, Jigisha, that was the work I was talking about. The eagle and the butterfly. Correct. Good work. Okay, so before we get into the work, I want all of you to keep your pencils sharpened. Okay, so it's better to sharpen all your tools and keep it now. So are you all ready? Shall we start with the work for the day? Yes, no, or you need more time? I'll give you guys another 30 seconds more and then we'll move forward. Okay. So meanwhile, those who have completed the straight lines and the circles, you can practice some curved lines also like this. Okay. Any shape that comes to your mind, you can make. Okay. Okay, I can see some of you just joining now. Okay, I want all of you to come on video. It would be good if all of you can come on video. And we have just completed with our practice session right now, and we'll be moving with our main artwork for the day. Okay. So take a fresh sheet of paper, okay, and keep it in front of you. And the materials that we require today is just a pencil. Okay, that's all. Just a pencil would do. You can keep an eraser also with you. It would help. Just keep an eraser and a pencil. Okay. And you can use any grade of pencil. If you want to use a darker grade of pencil like 4B or 6B, you can use that. Okay. Keep one light pencil also, because starting we will do it with a lighter pencil. Okay, just the basic shapes we will do it with a lighter pencil, and then we will go ahead with the darker pencil. Okay. Okay, now watch and see how I'm going to start the work. Okay, observe each and every shape. So we know in drawing what we do is we don't directly go ahead and draw the final picture, right? So first we use some basic shapes, okay, and make sure all the composition and everything is correct. Okay, once we are confident with that, then only we'll go ahead with the drawing. Okay, so I want all of you to follow the same thing. Okay, so first what we are going to do is, let me tell you what we're going to draw. We're going to draw a tree. Okay, a simple tree we are going to draw. That's our first image. Okay, and inside the tree you're going to draw a bird. Okay, so when we see from far, we are able to see a picture of a tree and a bird. Okay, this is very simple example. You might have seen this picture a lot of times. but this is like a very apt example for a double exposure. And since we haven't done this before, that's why I took it. Okay, it's very simple. All of you can do it. Okay, so let's start. So we'll be focusing on the bird first. Okay, bird is the first picture that you want to see. So we'll be drawing the picture of the bird. Okay, so first let's create a circle. I want you to create. Let me admit everyone. Yeah. Can you give me a confirmation if you can hear my voice clearly or if I need to speak more louder? Okay. Can you all hear my voice clearly or more louder? Just fine, right? Okay, cool. Yeah. So, yeah. So let's create a small circle right now. Remember, the first time you draw might not be the perfect drawing. Okay, so you can always erase and draw it again. Okay, so don't be happy or content with the first drawing that comes up. Okay. We're just making a small circle right here. Okay, I'm making it very lightly. Okay, very light circle. Okay, so different people have different way of drawing a circle. Some of you might have seen some people directly just going ahead and making a circle like this. Okay, you can do this also, but the problem is once you make a darker circle and if you're not happy with it, when you erase it, the mark might still be there. Okay, that's why what I do is I start a very lightly, okay, and keep rotating my hands like this. Okay, very lightly, I keep rotating my hands till I get a circle. So you can follow this step also. And next we are going to make the beak. Okay, I hope the circle is done. Next we are going to make the beak. Beak is very simple, just a triangle you have to draw. That's all. Okay, a circle and a beak. That's all. That's the first two steps. Next one is the wings. Okay, I'll tell you where we're going to make the wings. We are going to make the wings from here. Okay, just leave a little gap after the circle. From here, we will start the wings. Okay. Just a simple wings like this, no much complex shape. Okay. Okay, so far we have made three shapes: a circle, a triangle, and the wings. The wings look somewhat like a shark's fin. Okay, like this. So make sure the wing is not touching the circle. Okay, just a little bit gap is there in between. And after this, we make the tail. Okay, the tail has to come downwards. Okay, so make sure you're following a line. So I'll draw the line and keep. Okay, this is the line. Okay, make sure you're following this line. And this is the feet. This is the feet of the bird right here. Okay. Then we attach it to the head. Now, just do it using a line. Okay, just straight lines. You don't have to make a shape here. The second step, we'll make the shape of the bird. Okay, right now we are just finding out what are the basic shapes and basic lines that is present in this particular drawing. That's all. Now, after you draw this, just watch and see if all the shapes are correct. If the circle is looking like a circle, if the line is looking like a line, or whether it looks off somewhere. Okay. If it looks off somewhere, you just erase it and draw that particular part. Okay. Now, this is just like the first step of our drawing. Okay. Now, the second step is pretty simple. We are going to draw the shape of the bird, okay, using these basic shapes that we have made here. I'll show you how that is done. Even the second step, you're using a lighter grade of pencil. I'm using like, okay, I'm using a 2H pencil. So use a lighter grade of pencil now. Now the shapes I'm going to make has a little bit of curves and all. Okay, just to give the proper shape. Okay, so now we have made the shape of the bird also. Okay, so this is step number 2. Okay, first step was we made the basic shapes, circles, lines, and all. Second step was where we gave the shape to the bird. So after the second step, what you can do is you can just erase the first step. Okay, so after you move on ahead, like for each step, you can erase the previous step also. You don't need the lines that is inside. Okay, you can erase all the shapes that is inside. Now, before you move ahead with the third step, I'll just give you some more time. I see that most of you are still drawing. So I'll give you another 30 seconds more, and then I'll tell you what's the third step. Okay. Now, if you feel that your drawing is too dark, okay, I'll tell you what to do. Okay, so before you get into the third step, I want the drawing to be very light, as light as possible. You should only be able to see what is the shape of the bird. Okay, and later you're going to erase that shape also. That is why make the shape light. So I'll tell you what to do. So take your kneadable eraser. Okay, try to roll it like this in the palm of your hands. Make it like a cylindrical shape. Okay, make it like a cylinder. And what you can do is just roll it on your drawing like this. So when you roll it, the picture is going to be a little more lighter. Okay, so this is just to make your drawings lighter if it's too dark. Okay, just roll it. Mine actually looks lighter only. It's not too dark also. Mine is light. I'm just able to see the shape of the bird. Okay. Now I'll go ahead with the third step. Now the third step is where we are going to now focus on the second picture. So right now you can see the bird. You can see the shape of the bird. What is the second picture I told you? That is the tree. Okay. Now we are going to focus on the tree and we are going to make sure the tree sits inside the shape of the bird. Okay. Now for that, I'll take a darker shade of pencil. I'm using a 6B pencil. Make sure the pencil is sharp enough. Okay. Now first, what we will do is we will focus on only the branches. Okay. We'll focus on the the stem of the tree or the bark of the tree and the branches. Let's not focus on the leaves right now. Okay. So how to draw the branches, I'll tell you. You're going to draw one single branch, and from that, you're going to draw smaller branches from the main branch. Okay. Make sure the branches are going in the shape of the bird's drawing. Okay. This is just the branch. Okay. You don't have to give any thickness right now. Just draw lines. Let's just focus on the lines. Okay. Actually, in the later steps, we have to add the thickness also to the branches. Right now, we are not doing that. We're just going to focus on the lines only. Make sure you're covering each and every areas. Okay. Don't leave any areas blank. You can make your own style of branches also. Just that it should fit inside the drawing. That's all. Okay. Maybe I'll zoom in a little more and show you. Are you able to get the branches right? Any doubts you have, you can keep putting in the chat box, okay? Just type it down in the chat box. If the branches are not coming correct, please message me and tell me what is not coming right for you. Okay. Okay. Sana has told me the branches are not coming correct. Okay, let me see where Sana is. Yes, Sana. Are you facing some difficulty with branches?
Sir, my branches are not coming properly.
Okay, can you show me? Okay, I'll just it's coming out fine only. There's a small thing. I'll just show it to you. Okay, how to make branches. Okay. So I'll show it in a different sheet of paper so you can understand how the branches are done. So you make one single line like this. Okay. Now from the main line, I want everyone to look here. Okay. Just focus here. This is just once you can get the branch correctly, you will be able to get everything fine. Okay. Make this is like the main branch. Okay. Now over this, you're going to create another few lines like this. Okay. Now how many lines we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is the main line. Okay. Now in the smaller lines, you're going to create another smaller lines like this. Like this. Now in that small lines, you can create another branches also like this. Understood? So this is how we make the branching. Can you see? It's coming like a branch now, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I hope all of you got it. You're able to get the hang of it. Yeah. Yeah. Correct. So make sure the branches, okay. The branches. So Raheen, I'll tell you. So when you're making the branches, make sure the branches are going in different direction also. See, for example, this is the wing here. If this is like a shape and you want to make branches here, don't make branches in the shape of the wing exactly like this. Okay. Because then it won't look very realistic. It will look like the veins of a leaf. Okay. So when you're making, if suppose this is the shape that you're having, make sure the branches are going every direction like this. Okay. Like this. Can you see difference between this one and this one? So everything is not pointed towards one direction. Okay. You can just spread it all over like that. Yeah. You can draw the branches however you want. Okay. You can draw the branches however you want. Make sure it should look like a branch. It should go randomly to different direction, but it should stay within the drawing. That's all. Okay. Make sure you're covering the entire bird, okay? Make sure you're leaving less gaps in between. Okay. Now we are done with the step 3 also. We have given the branchings now. So total 5 steps are there. Okay. So before we go to the 4th step, I'll give you some time. Yeah. Ready, Tarun? It's coming correct. Yeah, it's good. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. If anybody has any doubts, you can put up in the chat box. Yeah, good, Tanisha. Good. It's coming. So this step you can do, make it a little dark. Okay. So I'm using a 6B pencil. Try to use any B grade of pencil. Okay, for this particular step. Okay. Sana is still telling she's not able to get the branches. What Shrihash, you have something? I'll unmute you. You have any doubts?
Can you see my bird?
Can you bring it closer? It's not very clear for me.
Can you see my bird?
Did you make the branches also? Yeah, it's coming. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it nice?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Ziona, you can make the wings, okay, the top wings little more larger. Okay, make sure it goes little more to the top. Yeah, rest everything is fine. Raheen, it's come good. Good. Complete the branches everywhere. Okay, don't leave any gaps. Sana, if you're not able to get the drawing on this particular bird, you can just take a different sheet of paper also. Okay, try making branches separately. Okay, just like how I have done here. Make the branches separately, and then if you feel you're able to get it, then do it on the bird. Okay, try that. Now the 4th step is inside this particular step only. So I will continue. Okay, so it's inside this particular step, so you don't have to worry. So the 4th step is giving thickness to the branches. Okay, now this is a very important step. So I want all of you to do it exactly like how I do. Okay, now if you watch and observe one branch, the bottom of the branch should be more thicker, and as it goes to the top, it has to be thinner. Okay, just focus on that. Okay, so I'll show you in this sample right here. So this is just a line. So on the bottom, you have to make it thicker. Okay, make the branch thicker. And as you come to the top, you can keep it thinner. Okay. Now on this small branch also, you have to do the same thing. Keep the bottom thicker. As it goes to the top, make it thin. Understood? So this is how you have to do the entire branches. Okay, every branch do the same technique. That's all. Okay. You can shade the bark of the tree also, the stem of the tree also you can shade. So first focus on the main branch and then you can make the other branches. Okay. And in between, when the pencil doesn't have sharpness, you can sharpen that also. Okay. Otherwise, you won't get the good effect. Meanwhile, if anyone has any doubts here in giving the thickness, just let me know. Okay. If the thickness is not coming rightly or something like that. So everywhere you're doing the same step, okay? So there is no much difference anywhere. The same step you have to focus on the entire branches. So is anyone done? Anyone done with this step? No, right? Okay. Okay. Rahim is done, right? Okay. So make sure you're not leaving any gap. Okay. Try to fill all the places that is possible. Okay. Yeah, Rahim. It's come fine. Just a stem, right? Stem, you wouldn't have to keep it very long. You can keep it short, okay? Because it should look like a bird's legs also at the same time. Okay. So make sure it looks like that. Okay. Okay. I have almost completed. Make sure you're giving thickness to all the branches, okay, except the small one. The small one, you can leave it like that, the minor one. But the main branch, you have to give the thickness. Okay, so it's almost done here. Yeah. So we are done with the fourth step also. We have given the thickness to the branches. Now we are going to the final step. Final step is where we add the leaves. Okay, that's the final step. So before I go to the final step, I'll give you guys some time. Maybe another 1 minute I'll give, and then I'll go to the final step. Yeah, good, ready. Ready, Tarun, it's come.
Jaren, you're on mute.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. So I'll show you what I'm showing is how to make the leaves. Okay, leaves is the final step. So you have to create one line. Suppose this is the smaller branch. Okay, the smallest branch that you see here, right? This is this one. I'm just showing you in a larger way. So this is the small branch. You're going to make small lines like this. Okay, this is how one small leaf would look like. Okay, if I have to do it on this one, I'll create a small line like this. Okay, this is the larger version of it. Okay, so same like that, do on the entire branches. So make sure, I told, right, make sure the drawing is not going outside the bird that you have drawn. Everything should fit inside. Okay. So make it as small as possible, okay? Then it will look more beautiful. Okay, don't make large leaves, make small, small leaves. So just follow the same steps throughout the entire drawing, okay? So while creating, again, if you find some gaps here, you can make smaller branches and make leaves over it. Are you all able to do this step? It's easy, right? Anyone has any doubt here? Okay. If you have doubts, just mention in the chat box, okay? Make sure not keeping your hands and moving on the paper, okay? Otherwise the pencil marks will be smudging all over the drawing. So try not to apply much pressure on the paper, okay? Okay. Yeah. You can also show me your work. Whoever has completed your works, you can show me your work. Okay. I'll see your work side by side also. Yeah. Good work, Amy. Try to make more small branches also. Okay. The small leaves and the leaves also. Try making smaller leaves in between. Yeah. Myra Bhagat, good work. Make sure you are able to cover as much as smaller branches. Okay. Yeah. Shivali, good work. Good work. Nicely done. And even Grishma also good work. Sunitra, nice. Really good. Try to fill this area also, okay? Here. So wherever you find gaps, try to fill it. Reditharan, that's beautiful. Good work. Really nice. Srijita also. Nice work. Nice work, Srijita. Good work, Achyut. Good work, Tanisha.